Welcome to the stream, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Let's get this done. Okay, right. Let's get entered for the 12:30 race. Sport mode. Hopefully the audio is okay for everybody. Let's get entered. It's going to be the Corvette. Race Asylum Corvette, of course. Hello, welcome to everyone joining. Really appreciate you getting involved. As I've just put a poll on screen, do you think we can win today? I'm not so sure. It depends who's racing. I've got reasonable pace here, but I'm certainly not going to beat a stack of A+ drivers, that's for sure. Yeah, the pit lane here is absolutely nightmare. I'm going to be braking very early into the pits for sure. Trying to get myself set up. I've got a bunch of wires going on. There we go. I think we are good. I probably should run some laps to get familiar. I've not driven since Tuesday night, and looking at the timesheets there, I should be able to get into the 2 minute, underneath 2 minutes, but probably not in this car, and certainly not on medium tyres. But I will run some laps, try and get a feel for the track car combo again. I'm going to run on the mediums to get used to it, but we don't have any fuel in the car, so we've got to bear that in mind. Let me know in the chat how you've been getting on with Bathurst this week. It's a very tough track. These straights are so long. Welcome, Poop Daddy. I can help you get within 2 seconds, but I can't help you get any faster than that. I don't know. You know what, the mountain, I'm going to talk you through it. So there is, in the Corvette at least, it's a second gear corner. You get on the throttle early and control the slide, and then flat out all through this section. As I turn in, just a little lift just to get the car, or just a bit too much. Now you can be flat out from here right up until this point, off the throttle, back on it again, and then I get a lift over the crest of here to keep the car to the inside, and then flat out here. Then pick yourself a braking point, brake, not full brake, and just guide it down through here, down through the gears, and then cut this corner massively there, and then just like threading through the mountain, left, right, braking a lot earlier than I did just there, and then you've got to get the car stopped really early for that corner. Yeah, you know what, there could be a bottle in the pit lane. I'm going to try not to, I can't guarantee it. The problem with this pit lane as well is if you're coming in traffic, you've got that factor to deal with as well. Braking at 150 here, down to third gear, and just cruising into the corner, modulating the throttle, full throttle, just a bit wide. I'll tell you what, we're going to do some pit lane practice right now. Let's get on the brakes here, down through the gears, get it stopped. Oh, that was almost a crash. Oh man, yeah. You know what? This pit lane is going to be. There's going to be a lot of fun in the pit lane, I'm sure. God, I'm lost. Where is the car? There it is. Am I even? Yeah, matchmaking. The matchmaking timer disappeared while I was in the pit lane. I didn't think I was actually queued up for the race. Luckily I am. 1 minute 30, 1 minute 20 to go. and we're going to get into our first race at Bathurst. Has anyone been doing any racing today so far? Who's on? Have we got any fast drivers on? Hey Baz, welcome to the broadcast. Yeah, the pit lane entry. I'm scared of it. I've got to admit, I'm scared of the pit lane entry after my first fail. So yeah, let's close the poll there. 8 votes, 75% saying a win is possible. Optimistic, I'd say. Depends who's on. Hopefully everyone else is going to do FIA. Oh hey Al, welcome to the broadcast. Good to see you. And hopefully we don't have any start bugs like we did last time. That was it was fun. A rating, well done. Yeah, I was the same. When I got to a certain driver rating, I didn't want to race. I wanted to just park it up and leave it like that. Rage quitting and DR, I think it counts it as a finishing last, and I think it can vary depending what DR you are on, but for me I think I'd lose between 1,500 and 2,000 DR every quit, or even every disconnect as well. That also counts as a quit. Wow, okay, win is impossible in this lobby, I'd say. This is a strong lobby. We've got a lot of work to do here. Who we got in here? We've got Max Power, fantastic driver, really fast. Mobius 3, always in the Nissan GTR. Yeah, that's kind of why I use the reserve driver account a lot. I've got a good DR on my main account, and although I don't do FIA, I almost want to keep it for a trophy, I'd say. Right, so the strategy here is going to be starting on the medium tyres. We're near the back of the grid. We're on the medium tyres. What you need to do, Poop Daddy, is just to leave it for one day. Oh, we've got people in the chat that are recognising us. Let's say a hello to those guys. He's on pole actually, so I doubt we're going to see him this race. Got Max Power, yeah, I like that guy. I should really be practicing. Well, let's go. 19. I'm just going to drive down the straight and that's it, isn't it? I'm not really going to get much of a practice here. Loopy, welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for your ever-present comments. Always appreciated. Oh, what a warm-up this has been. Oh, yeah. Should have really been racing, not talking, but we'll see what we can do. A cookie, yeah, I got it. Okay, that's the bet. 1 cookie per pit lane bin. Right, let's burn some fuel. Yeah, that sounds good to me. That's a good. Yeah, thank you, Hemion. That is a great little wager there. So starting in 11th place now, we're going to be before the last corner. Brake balance a little bit to the front because the rear tyre wear is a thing in the Corvette. Oh, Baz is calling me out. Let's see what we can do. We'll even get to the line before binning it, that's the question. Oh, a bit deep there. I feel a bit rusty, you know, I've got to say. Let's get that tyres warm. What lap should I pit on? Lap 3? I've suddenly had a realisation that I've not really done a fast lap today. I've just literally sat down in the rig and yeah, we're in no man's land already. 1 second to the front, 1 second behind. Right, let's go. these medium tyres with a full tank of fuel feel terrible. We're maintaining. Oh, deep there as well, gosh. Yeah, I think this is going to be my warm-up race. Oh, just getting away with that one there. Just easing off for that corner, and then a big lift over the crest for here. The important thing is not to carry too much speed through that section there. Let the car flow. Can we get into the slipstream on the corner exit? That was a nice corner, that was. And we've done it. We're in the slip of the Irish driver ahead. We should be able to get a break from the cars behind. Dust is kicking up ahead. What is going on there? Right, this is looking good now. Braking early just to make sure we are safe. And we are going the racing. Here we go. The battle begins. A bit deep on the brakes there, maybe. Catching the slide. I feel like I'm on the edge of a crash here. Someone's gone wide ahead. That is. Are they going to come across the track? Are they going to stay? That's safe there. That was actually really close. Slipstream battle ahead. Okay, they're going to compromise each other into the corner here. Get on the brakes early. Okay, gained a position. That's a much better corner, making the apex this time. A bit of swaz from the driver ahead. The leaders are gapping us by a considerable margin, but it's okay for now. We don't make any big mistakes through the mountain section. We leave the mistakes for other people to make. All we need to do is exit the mountain on the back door of the drivers ahead. I've missed the apex there. Everyone's really scrappy over this mountain section, I've got to say. That's what we need. Oh, the German driver's made a massive gain on us. He had a great mountain section, I've got to say. Yeah, pit lap 3 I think is what we're going to go with. But we've been dropped a bit there. Oh, they're battling ahead. This is going to be problematic for them. Or they will go for lap 2. They will go for a mega undercut. Anyone going to go? No one's going to blink. But these guys are fighting. Or are they going to go too wide into turn 1? Or are they? We're going to get off the gas here and just... I think that's letting the German driver in. Oh, that was a really poor corner from me there. That was shocking. That is, yeah, poor corner. Kieran, welcome. Reserve driver on the mountain, you're right. Good to see you here. Oh, I need to get back onto the rear gearbox of that Corvette ahead. Oh, I thought I did the inside of the corner. Someone's gone deep there. I've gone deep too. Using the barrier to keep the rear of the car in check. Oh, we're under pressure now. That's got to be a crash ahead. Oh, this mountain section is treacherous. Oh, yellow flags. Are we going to send it? Oh, someone's down the inside of me. Wow, what a move. Didn't see that one coming. That is, oh god, it's kicking off. Oh, damn it. Slight overlap there. Oh, we've got an assistance from behind. The mountain is really treacherous. Can we get a slipstream from the German driver? Right, this is our pit lap, but we're in massive traffic. Do we go one more? Yeah, he absolutely rinsed me out there. That was a fantastic move. I don't mind being passed with fantastic moves like that. Bit deep. Who's going to pit? I've got a gap behind me, so I might pit. I won't get bumped into the... Yeah, we're going in. Brake. Get over them curbs. We're in. One cookie for me. Right, okay, soft tyres. Okay, relieved. I got in the pit lane. Yeah, that was a fantastic move. I've got to give him credit for that one. But we will hopefully get him on the undercut now. We might end up even. I'm one up at the minute. Right, let's get this done. This outlap is important. Why am I last? I thought other drivers pitted with me. I think maybe they were ahead of me. Right, we've got a lot of work to do now. Tyres will be a little bit cold, so got to respect them initially. A couple of corners and they'll be good. And get the car turned in on the throttle early. There we go, nice exit there. Try to carry speed through this section. Minimum. Oh, just a tap on the inside. Maybe get away with that one. The car does feel better on these soft tyres. And we're going to get on the brakes down the mountain now. Oh, approaching with a lot of speed there. I'm driving a bit aggressive maybe. That wasn't too bad. We gained a lot on the drivers ahead. People pitting out. Got Max Powers in the pits, but he's a long way ahead. He's not going to play a factor in my race. But others may be pitting, and we could get an undercut. Well, that was quite nice. These soft tyres are really quite nice to drive. Other cars are pitting, but they are, again, not in my race. Yellow flags, is that for a crash in the pit lane maybe? Right, where are we going to come out with these drivers in the pits? Oh, it's not going to be enough, but I have got the slipstream and I have got warm tyres. He's gone one more on his tyres as the German, so maybe he started on the soft. Yeah, that's the goal for the race, Gareth. Oh, danger. Kept it in. I felt the car about to spin then. Right, we need this guy to be fast, and then we'll follow him. His tyres should be up to temperature by now. Be careful of the dirty air through this section. It is a thing. It's not too bad in GR3, but oh, dust ahead. Oh, there's a car off the track there. You get that position for free. When I decided to stream, I really didn't consider that the mountain requires so much concentration. I can barely read chat. I can see it scrolling through. I can't read it. I've got some time on the straight though, so yeah, we're on the charge now. Thank you to everyone involved in the chat. It's great to have your support. It actually fires me up to go racing. Let's see if we can get this German guy. That Irish driver seems to have a bit of pace on me, but I feel like it's been a good lap. keep an eye on what tyres the German driver might be changing to. He's in the lead. He must have gone soft to start the race. If he's on soft tyres, then yeah, that move he pulled on me, he had the tyre advantage. If you don't know who Kirith is in the chat, make sure you go and check out his YouTube channel. Great GT Sport streamer and iRacing as well. Always good content. I took part in a lot of Kirith's streams. Great community there. Kirith's Kart channel. Oh yeah. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that like button. And we're going to put it in the wall. We're losing time on that Irish driver. We need to just tidy this up. We're also on 1 lap older tyres than him, so we need to be aware of that. Oh, that's way too deep on the brakes. I've got it stopped. I've done well there. Too aggressive through there by far, but we managed to keep hold of it. Get the car rotated. One tip is just don't brush that wall on the corner exit. It kills your speed for the whole of this straight. You'll lose easily 1/4 of a second, if not more. Just get a tight exit and fire it off down the straight. Right, people are pitting now, so let's see what's going to happen here. And also keep an eye on what tyres the German. He's in the pits on soft tyres, so is he going to exit on mediums? I think he is. Where is he? Exiting the pits there. We've cleared him on the undercut strategy, and I think he's going to be on the medium tyres to finish this race. Let's go purple in this sector. Non-slipstream assist. That's a genuine purple first corner. Let's see what we can do. So we're up to 9th. Oh, that was a bit awkward. Oh, car has crashed, and we're going to go through him. Maybe he's on the pause menu. Either way, it's a position for us, and we just need to bring this one home. 2-ish laps to go, not including the one I'm on. Oh yeah, and plenty of mistakes still to happen from this mountain section. Hopefully not by me. Big cut there for that corner there. That's how you need to do that. Oh, catching that slide. Can't get the car stopped, and we are closing into, it looks like the Twitch driver he's featured in our videos before. I'm gonna have to catch up with the chat after the race, guys, because I'm 100% on concentration. Even on the straight, I've got to really think about what corner's coming up. When you don't have the confidence with a track, it just requires double concentration. I know I certainly don't have confidence with Bathurst. Although I feel like I'm getting better, it requires all of my effort, really. Luckily the Corvette is a nice, safe car to drive. Yeah, he's dropping off massively. He wanted that 5 minutes of fame with the pass on the guy that's streaming. So what are we, 16 seconds off the lead? That's not too bad, considering all of the traffic we've been in. And is there a chance of closing down these, certainly that Spanish driver? I think the Irish driver has me on pace. Oh, a bit of rear swaz there. Those rear tyres are going to start to be a problem. as we get on in this race. Just trying to do mistake-free laps now to get this race closed out. The German driver is actually catching me. On medium tyres, which is a bit annoying. I should have the tyre advantage, although mine have worn a little bit. That felt like a good section to me. It's close to the corner exit there. Keep an eye on the gap to the German driver behind. That is my battle this race. He's coming, he is, isn't he? 0.1, he's got me on the straight. I think I should be able to hold on, but my tyres, going for that undercut, my tyres are going to suffer on this last lap. I need to be sensible about this one. Oh, mistake for a driver ahead. We've got a position. Throw it down the inside. That is given us for free. It's going to put a car between me and the German driver, which is absolutely ideal. Although he is in striking distance, I'd say. I need to get a good exit from turn 1. And that's quite a good exit. Keep him out of that slipstream distance, and that's mission complete for this straight. And the Irish driver has come back to us as well. Is he on the back foot dealing with tyre wear potentially? 2.8, let's keep an eye on that gap to the Irish driver. I'm trying to catch slides which aren't really there yet. I really just need to be clean. Unlikely to catch. I need to just consolidate the position I'm in. Kick off with a reasonable result for my first essentially warm-up race. That was nice. I do like that drop-off corner. Bit of understeer. We are safe from slipstream for this straight. This 7th place is mine to lose. And I think that's where we should be able to bring it home. Got Max Powers, got to 2nd place. Fantastic driving from him. Safe on the brakes now. 19 to the leaders in the end. Oh God, a bit deep there. This tyres are definitely going. Right, let's get on the flashes, celebrate with the pit crew. That is a solid first race. It certainly wasn't the win we predicted, but quite frankly, with the strength of field we've got right now, I'd say a win is impossible. Melty, welcome. Poop Daddy, welcome everybody who's joining in. Let's scroll through back and try and find some. You guys are great in the comments. It's fantastic stuff. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that race. If you have enjoyed that race and you haven't already hit that like button, that's what you need to be doing. The Dipper, right? Okay, I need to learn these names. Alex, welcome. You know, I have to find that. I record the gameplay. I go to start commentating a race, and I realise I don't know any of the corner names, and I also don't even know the corner numbers either. And I should really have a quick check of corner names or corner numbers before starting to do a video commentary. Let's check in the chat, see what's kicking off. Anything? It seems like a good race, good fair race to me. Someone does have a red S, so an incident at some point. Fantastic name, Poop Daddy. Where are we with lap times then? So I did a 201.8. Best is 201.1. 201.4 from Max Power, who finished second. I'm not far off. Yeah, all good from me, Alex. I had my second jab last weekend, and I do get full 5G signal now, so it's all good. I actually didn't really have any side effects from my second jab. It wasn't. I got a bit of a numb arm, but aside from that, all good for me. Right, it looks like a few people kicking off, but people saying sorry, I guess it's good to see. You know, we all know mistakes can happen. Yeah, it's good to see. Apologies are always good to see. We know it's impossible to drive perfect all the time. Right, let's go again. Let's not change the strategy. Corvette is what we want to be in. The Race Asylum Corvette, of course. If you are interested in joining Race Asylum Discord, there's a link in some of my other videos descriptions. It's not in the description of this video because this is just live from PlayStation. I didn't really change many of the descriptions in here. It's just a default one that PlayStation assigns to it. Alex, is that your dog? Your dog is famous throughout the GT Sport community. Now in this instance, I'm not going to do any of the qualifying between races, because the qualifying is without fuel, without tyre wear, and you end up getting yourself dialed in to the way the car feels like that. I'm going to leave my last experience of driving the car with fuel in race conditions. Tato. We named him Jim. Wow, he's even got an alias. Tato, aka Jim. Oh, nice. Yeah, something cheap to mess around with is ideal. Because quite frankly, the first RC car you buy will not be the car you continue with. No matter how much research you do, you'll buy another one. You'll buy something that you know to be better after experiencing something for the first time, and you can never not experience something for the first time. You've got to commit at some point. So yeah, hopefully that all goes well for you and have a good time doing RC. It's a lot of fun. I do enjoy. Oh, we have this break, guys. Race C next week is Suzuka Group 4. Looks like it's reasonably high tyre wear, so what do we think is going to be the race car for next week? I think qualifying is going to be FF dominated, which I dislike, but for race it looks like might have some options for the race. Yeah, the GT86 would be a nice car. I don't know if I've driven that much, but it's certainly not a front-wheel drive car. For the race would be nice. It's a accurate description there, Baz. That works. Yeah, no one attacks it. I've heard people talk about the Renault Trophy. That could be a good car. It's a really enjoyable car to drive. It does lack top speed, but I think it's quite good on its tyres, so that could be a benefit for the race. The Veyron, I don't think it's very well suited to that. It will burn out them front tyres. And is that guy on the banner on the screen? Look at it, he's happy to have air conditioning, it seems. Wow, the things you see when you just let the game just play in the background. Oh, here we are, we're coming down the mountain. Who's driving that car? I'm not. Oh yeah, it's Saint Croix, isn't it, for race B? Which layout is it? Is it the long one, or is it more of a medium layout? Oh, we're going in. Right, who we got in this lobby? Where will I start on the grid? And I'm going to be 10th, so we are one place higher. Kunjani GT ahead of us. We know him, we've raced him before. Fast driver. And who else have we got here? Maybe it's 3 again. We've lost Got Max Power. Is our German friend in this one? He's not in this one. P6 is that Twitch Spanish driver. We know we've got pace on him. We've been equal on race pace every single race. Yeah, Suzuka turn 1. It's not really a passing place, but it's easy to get alongside somebody. So yeah, it can cause chaos. Group 4 might be okay, but Group 3 turn 1 Suzuka, it's so easy to get side by side and so difficult to get through there safely. Right, chat, what do we think? Predictions for the race. Starting 10th, where could I finish? Is that the minis? I could give that a go, you know, Poop Daddy. Although, no. Oh, come on. Is well, that's 1,500 DR. Okay, DR. Yeah, DR down the toilet. I guess that chat's still coming through. I guess that means that. Well, yeah. Is there another race I can do? Oh, gee, no racing. Race entry starts. Oh, that's available to enter. Nürburgring. I don't know what car you can use for that. Lancer. A Tenza. Is that the car that works for the race? I think I'll just do rubbish there. I've not even set a qualifying time. Oh man, the disconnects are getting really frustrating, and it's a lot of the time why I'm using the reserve driver account is because I can't afford to throw away 1,500 DR every 4 or 5 races with a disconnect. Yeah, I know. I don't think they can tell between a disconnect and a quit. Yeah, I mean, clearly it's not my network connection. I'm still talking to you guys. PlayStation is still connected to, well, the GT Sports servers. Ah, right. You know what? Let's do some time trial. Let's get in that Supra. Now, I don't recommend this because when you do a lot of time trial for race C in a different car and then switch to it for the race, then you can be way off with brake points, track flow, all that kind of stuff. But let's see if we can get sub 2 minutes. More good from last time on the soft tyres. What I did before is I saved Agu his ghost, and that's a nice ghost to follow, so I'll load him. Well, let's see what we can do in time trial. So the optimum is below 2 minutes. Can't remember what gears we use for the corners now. It'll take me a bit of time to get used to this one. Yeah, we're losing time there, but this will be just an installation lap. Neil, welcome along, good to see you. There are plenty of helpful guys in the chat, I'm sure they'll be able to answer your question. I'll get to that in a little bit. Right, so for the Supra, it is more agile through the twisty stuff than the Corvette. It lacks a bit of top speed compared to the Corvette, but you can push through the mountain much more throttle, and obviously the lack of fuel helps as well. Massive mistake there. And are we going to get a wall penalty for that? I'm going to get rid of this cone because that is going to cause a problem. Come on, like, I've wasted enough time hitting the barrier. I don't need a penalty for that as well. Although I will be able to serve this penalty in this lap. There's nothing more annoying than earning a penalty and having to carry it through to the next lap, which means that lap's also invalid. Yeah, honestly, Neil, I'd recommend the G29. That's what I use. And there are a lot around, and it's certainly not the current wheel for Logitech, so there'll be a good selection second hand. I really enjoy using the Logitech G29. Back in the day on PC Sims, like 5-7 years ago, I was using a G27, and this is really quite similar to how that is, just more PlayStation specific. Right, let's go again. Much better. Much better. Need to get my shift points right. Braking point into the next corner. Look at the delta. We're 111 up. A bit wide there. Try and drag it back, not quite. We're still pretty good. Reasonable exit there. Bit of slide which we don't want, but F in the chat, guys. I just missed the apex completely. Missed my turning point, and well, throw away that lap. Right, let's try and find that flow down the mountain now. Is that a corner cut? That wasn't too bad. Really getting on the brakes now, just trying. Oh, should have been in second gear there, missed the downshift. But we're getting better. Need to keep an eye on time to get into the next race. Make sure you remind me in the chat, guys, because I might get in the zone for time trial, forget about entering the race, because that's what we're here for. We're here to race. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Clipping that curb upsets the car, it seems. Thanks for everyone in the chat helping each other out and helping each other. Really appreciate that, guys. All good stuff. Oh, that was a poor line. You know what, I hate Bathurst time trial. Really do. Yeah, I'm not even going to finish that lap. Let's go again. It's such a technical track. It's a long lap and requires ultimate precision. Yeah, it's hard. Let's try and concentrate. Is that in track limits? I'm not sure. Almost exactly on my previous best, which is alright. Much tighter line through that corner, that's good. Not the best corner entry or corner exit, that's very poor. Let's just finish the lap out though, get more practice over the mountain. Keep an eye on my throttle and brake trace over the mountain, because I have watched a lot of the fast drivers through here, and I've tried to replicate what they do. Certainly in the first section up the mountain, I think I've got that pretty good. It's just the descent that's difficult. I lost 0.7 over the first section of the mountain there. I'm not sure about the Fanatec compatibility actually, Jay. There may be people in the chat that know about the Fanatec ecosystem. I'd imagine there is some level of compatibility. A bit of slide there. Oh, it's faster in that section, so you know what, we've got potential here, guys. Oh, that's not good to start my next lap, but see what we can do. So we're a little bit down. Well, we're close actually. Yeah, I think an early upshift out of turn 1 into third gear helps to keep the car settled. You can get the power earlier. That's pretty okay there. Try and hit our apexes. Average. A little lift there. And flat for quite a while. And then just a lift here. It's a bit too tight on the entry there. Lift over the crest here. And then flat until the big braking zone. Oh, we're a bit wide. No, Tokyo Drift. Oh, it looks good. Oh, Japanese mountain driving, that is. Ah, oh, man. Time trial here. Right, we need to know we're at Bathurst, not too gay. Ghost has been reset, so we should race ourselves for the last sector, which is good to do. A bit too much throttle there. Much better final corner. Well, let's see what we can do. That was good. Right, so sector 1, we're quite strong in that. In the race last time, we went purple in sector 1. It's just one corner, so make of it what you will, but a bit wide there, but we could bring it back in. It's not terrible. Most of the time can be made up through this section rather than that corner exit, and that's good. Keep it in. Much better. Big cut. Too keen, but I was 0.3 off on that section anyway, so that was a. You know what, guys, time trial here is ridiculously hard. Have you guys done any time trial here? What's your best lap? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna go again. I don't know if we change the brake bias a little bit. Maybe I'm just on default. So we'll race this goes to the finish. Oh, big cut there, that's poor. Oh, dirty tyres now. I'm not sure this will work. Oh, getting dirty again. Right, let's see. Oh, maybe they are dirty. Oh, we have a very unsuccessful time with time trial, guys. Hey Jim, welcome. Yeah, you know what? I think the Supra is better for time trial. It's perhaps a fraction harder to drive, but through the mountain, it's much better through the corners. It's not as fast down the straight, but I don't think that's quite so important in time trial. On the Supra, I've been using 0. I wonder if I should bring it a little bit further forwards to make it more stable in the mountain, but I'm on 0 right now. In fact, you know what, I'm going to bring it forwards. Right, go -2, see how that works. Not ideal, but we'll try the brake balance on this lap. I remember from the Olympics that the Supra can work quite well with a bit of slide on corner entry. It's hard, but it's fast like that. Yeah, I felt a bit of understeer on that trailing brake. But down the mountain that should help a lot. So let's see how. Oh, I've missed it. That was my fault. Nothing to do with brake bias at all. Braking too late there. If you go over that white line on the brakes, it is dirty off the track there, and you just get sucked off wide. Nürburgring. Nürburgring is another one of my nemesis tracks. Not the GP circuit. I quite like the GP circuit, but the actual Nordschleife, I'm not good at it. Hitting barriers there. I think the Ghost puts me off on the mountain, I've got to say. I might turn it off for next go. Right, let's do it again. Yeah, so -2 still on the brake bias. Oh, whoa. Accelerating in second. Oh, that was a big crash. Accelerating in second gear out of turn 1 isn't ideal. scrappy but reasonable. What's Südschleifer? I need to have that explained. Is it like a shorter version? Oh, wide there. That's not even worth continuing that lap. Hey Gaz, how's it going? I'm all good. Well, I actually just got disconnected from the race that I was trying to go into, so that was a bit disappointing, but excited for the next one. A bit of Tokyo drift on the exit there. That's not ideal for my corner exit speed. Alright, nice. That's interesting to know. I've never ever heard of that. I might have to look into that a little bit more. And you know, that's the beauty of sim racing, is that you can recreate things that no longer exist and race them. The simulation level is accurate enough to give you that enjoyment of things that don't exist anymore. Oh, I just hit the inside of the ball there. Not worth continuing that lap. You know what, I'm going to do 3 more attempts and then get lined up for the next race. Oh, on the grass there, whoa. Oh, all over the place. It's not our best exit, but it'll do. I just need to get like a solid lap in, something in a 2 minute, 2.3 maybe. Well, I am up on my previous best, which is interesting. This corner's difficult. You don't really get full brakes on the corner. Oh, come on. Right, that's 1 attempt down, 2 to go. I've got this cattle livery on this Supra, reminiscent of original GT games. That was interesting. I didn't downshift a second, and that might be faster if I did it right. Yeah, that's got potential. Okay, so far so good. That's nice, really nice. A little bit wide, but that's okay. No, I've missed the apex there. Oh, the accuracy over this section of the track is ridiculous. You need to be perfect, and that was less than perfect. And now we are getting crossed up. Big cut there. I like cutting that corner. Big Dipper, as we know now. I can't get the car stopped for there. That is okay. I'm going to finish that lap out, and the next lap, win, lose or draw, we're going to quit and then line up for the next race. Welcome along, good to have you on board. We're currently in time trial mode because we got disconnected from the previous race, so we'll line up for another race in about 7 minutes time. Just going to round out this final qualifying lap to see if I can improve. I know there's a sub 2 minute lap in me. I just need to find a way to extract it. Not like that. I hate that when you ruin your last corner, it ruins your next lap. Tried to be too greedy on corner entry there. It's going to compromise me all the way down the straight. Tom, welcome. Yeah, feel free to watch. It's brutal track. We had a great race in first race. Disconnected from the second race, and now we're trying to get a qualifying improvement. You have to catch the rear on that one. You have to get on the power early and actually catch the rear intentionally to get a fast exit. Right, let's see what we can do here. Let's just hit our apexes. Much better, much better. Good again. Be brave down here. A bit wide. That'll do. Catching that one. You have to be much slower than you think around that corner. Oh, we've tagged the wall on the corner exit. That is, it's going to cost us about 0.3 down this straight. Annoying. You know what, chat? I'm going one more after this one. I was up then. Even that's poor exit down the straight. Oh yeah, gotta be careful on that one when I do get on a good lap. The extra rotation on power can help you, but you need to be aware of it. Let's get a good exit here to start the new lap. And away we go. This is the one, guys. No, it's not the one. It is absolutely not the one. I tried to carry the speed. It's time to line up and hopefully not get disconnected. Willow Springs, Lewis Hamilton DLC. I've heard that is a really hard one. Hold on a minute. I think the time was a few minutes out. I cut this one much finer than I thought. I thought on the Supra you had to short shift. From the best lap replays I've seen, everyone's been short shifting. Certainly in the Corvette as well. Right, fingers crossed, guys. Let's see if we can get into this race. Appreciate everyone joining in chat so far. If you haven't already liked and you are enjoying what you see, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate all the subscriptions. Okay, 3 minutes to go. I'm not going to draw. Am I going to drive the car? Yeah, I am. And now it's not going to be with fuel, so I need to be aware of that. But I'm on medium tyres, so I need to get used to the car being a lot less grippy and a lot less positive than the Supra is through the corners. And already you can just see it's a bit lazy in the corners. It's more stable on corner exit. Yeah, you can just be much more aggressive on corner exit. So yeah, in my Corvette, you see in the bottom right hand side of the screen, my best time with the Corvette is my optimal time, but already I'm up, which is bizarre. Oh, sorry, that's with these tyres. Yeah, I have got a much better time in the Corvette. Yeah, 202 with these tyres is yeah, a long way off. It's all relative, Poop Daddy. Honestly, the way I recommend to look at everything is look at personal improvement. The Kudos Prime is really good for that. I don't know if you're aware of the Kudos Prime website. It has a K-speed number which predicts what your best qualifying time should be based on all your previous qualifying results. And I find that really useful to give me a target time to aim for. I'm not really driving properly now. Right, we've got 1 minute to go. It's not even going to get a lap out of this, but just get the feel for the car as well, what we need to be doing. Let's see there, just a bit of understeer on corner exit maybe. I'm trying to read chat as we're going down the straight. Yeah, there were some huge crashes at Nürburgring that I've seen from the past. 45 years ago, wow. You know what, I'm practicing pit lane again. Try and push it hard this time. That is a fail. You know what, it's so difficult. I thought I was within safe limits there, that the car's not got any fuel in it, there's no tyre wear, and yet I still ran wide. The curbs upset the car quite a bit. What's down this way? That's interesting. We've got the secret part of the track. Oh, smashed it. Oh, it's reset me. Right, chat, fingers crossed for a successful connection. Although the fact it's still matching makes me concerned. Yeah, the Grosjean crash was really unbelievable. Just thankful that it got out okay. It's, yeah, there's high speed motorsport, can you watch it and you can get a bit desensitized to how dangerous it can be, but when you see the crashes happen like that, it does give a bit of a wake-up call. Okay, so we've progressed up to 7th position, and top two I think are out of reach. Their qualifying pace is way beyond what I can do. Punjani GT perhaps, R4M MB30 perhaps, depending on race pace. Got Max Power from the back of the grid with his not Max Power account. That'll be interesting to see how he can get through the field. I'm wondering, depending how the first 2 laps goes, I might pit on lap 2, get a massive undercut and see if we can hold on. Yeah, 100% agree. Apple Lauda is very, very shocking to see. Right, let's get out. Oh, I'm not going to do it again either, am I? It's too late joining. Anyway, I'm on mediums, that's fine. My brake balance is set up okay. Oh, slow car. Right, let's go racing. We are connected. Although, to be fair, we have got this far and still been disconnected, so... Well, I've got 1 corner of warm-up. Okay, mental note, heavy car, cold tyres. I should be round the final corner for the start of this race. Right, predictions in the chat, guys. Starting 7th. Can I get a top 5? Or can I get a top 15? It's definitely a weaker field than we did in race 1. Oh, that Irish drives back. Yeah, disconnecting is so annoying. Right, so we know that Irish drives fast. If we can tag on tag onto the back of him. That is what we need. Oh, what an absolutely shocking start position. We've got away with that one though. Okay, 7th, well, above 7th is ideal for the start, 7th is suboptimal. Wide from the driver there. Was that because of contact or just a late braking? We've had an absolutely shocking corner exit there, and we are under attack from the car behind. However, we've got a top speed advantage and we should be safe into this braking zone. Need to try and get back onto the back door of the Irish driver. But yeah, that driver behind me, I think he has good pace, and in that Supra over the mountain he'll be a big threat. He's already a threat. He's all over the back of the car, and we've gone wide there. That's a huge mistake, but he's bumped the back of us. That's worked out pretty good for us, but now we are racing backwards. That is not what we want. Need to try and reel this one in. He's down the outside of me. He's got that done. The brakes again. Fantastic move. He's got to be on soft tyres. There's no way he's going to be doing that move on equal tyres. So let's try and tag onto the back, and he's going to blow my doors off on the straight. Tough start. Gained one, lost one. But we are still in this. Just nail this braking point here, make sure we're safe and tidy through here. That was quite nice. Too wide. Survived that one. Again, we're in the zone of no fuel, qualifying car, and we need to start to think we're driving a race car again. Getting dropped, but I'm sure he's on soft tyres. There's not a chance he's got that much pace advantage on the same tyres, unless he's set just an average qualifying time. Ideally, I want him to get up with those drivers ahead, get in the mix. Smooth laps in now, really. Make the most of this free air we've got. Ooh. I'll get the car stopped. That was pretty aggressive down there, but that was okay. Car would not stop then. I'm thinking of a pit stop, guys. 6 seconds behind the leader. I'm not sure. What do you think, chat? Pit? Box. Let me know in the chat. These medium tyres don't feel very good at all. We're staying out. Someone has pitted. That is interesting. Yeah, I think the tyres will be shot by the end of the race. So one more on these tyres. Top 5 is going to be difficult, I've got to say, guys. We're racing backwards at the moment. That's a much better corner. kind of got to get the flow of the Corvette again. Ruining myself driving that Supra for qualifying, but with a disconnect, what else can you do? Better. That felt quite good. Being closed in from the driver behind though. Made a huge amount of time up in that last corner there. Right, box this lap, I think. We don't have super softs available. Medium and soft is the only tyres we have. I'm going to pit this lap, put some softs on it. Drama ahead. And they're not pitting. That's interesting. Right, brakes early now. Let's get this safely through this. We're in. Soft tyres are on. No need to refuel. Successful pit stop. Long pit loss. This is real long pit loss. But it's the same for everybody. Everyone's in a one-stop race. It just takes such a long time for the car to arrive in the box. Right, these laps are important. Okay, so we have traffic ahead 4 seconds down the road. That shouldn't be a problem for us. Clear behind. Cold tyres for the first couple of corners, but should be up to temperature by the time we exit the hairpin ahead. Car feels good so far. Try and hit our apexes. At the same time as getting good pace out the tyres, I want to try and save them a little bit because I am going one lap earlier than a lot of drivers. So far so good down the mountain. Get that car to the apex, accelerate down the straight. I definitely need a race engineer. It's good to have you all on board. There we go, that's quite nice. Will drivers ahead pit? That is the question. A couple of cars into the pits now. Did any of our rivals pit? I think the German driver in the pits now was behind us. The German's still behind us, that's good. Probably with more of a gap. Yeah, I think about 2 seconds on the German driver then. Congiani GT is only 3.9 ahead. Bit of a miss of the apex there. Oh, I thought I was going to touch the white line then. That is dangerous to do. Keep an eye on the gaps to the leader, gaps to the cars ahead chat. Let's see what we can do. Can we catch? A bit too much curb there, but we've got away with that one. A bit of a kick off the crest there. I'm trying to get the car stopped now. Oh, that was actually a perfect cut, that was. On these soft tyres we're starting to get the flow back now. 4.8 to enjoying GT. That's okay. He's gapping us. I think racing forwards isn't going to work. We need to just keep an eye on the gap behind, see if other drivers do pit. Leaders in the pits now. A lot of drivers in the pits. I think some drivers were on softs. That's interesting. Side by side with someone else. Who's that going to be? That is the Irish driver. We've made positions on the Irish driver. He will have better tyres. Can we defend? A little bit over the top of the curb there. We've saved that one. Right, so this is going to be a tough race now. That Irish driver, I think, has pace over me and fresher tyres, but he does have to deal with the dirty air. If we can break the slip on the I'll have to back out that, turned in a bit too much. Chat, have we just lost broadcast? I guess we're still connected. It just came up on screen saying quality is something. There's a lot of drivers in the pits now. How's this one going to play out? Because, whoa, drivers in the pits going to put it up to 4th. Who's going to come out of the pits now? Oh, a bit wide. Saved it. Okay, we've jumped some drivers. He was on the soft tyres as we expected, but we're under threat from the Irish driver. 4th position now. It's been a great strategy call. Can we get to the end of the race? It's going to be a tough one, I've got to say, guys. We just need to be as good as we can be over the mountain to get out of slipstream range on the exit of that final corner. Looking good so far, but we're not dropping him at all. He's completely behind us. Yeah, I think he's got a huge tyre advantage on us now, and also he had a pace advantage anyway. But let's see how this one's going to play out, because it's difficult to pass. Are we going to get enough corner exit? 6/10. Might not make that. What do we think? Yeah, you're right, Rami. The tyres will be destroyed by last lap. I need to be careful. He might not be having. Well, let's see. I've got to be cautious on the brakes as well. Just a bit wide. Oh, he's wide. He's on the edge. I know he's pushing. That gives me some hope. I need to start to think about the tyres though. Should really try and look after them, but whoa, kept it. 0.5. He might have enough to do me on this straight. No, it's not a big enough braking zone. I'll break myself there though. But now we're going to the mountain. He will get stuck behind me and we can try and gap him on the exit. Get the car stopped for this corner here. I feel like I'm taking too much out of my tyres really, but I don't really have a choice. .5 behind. Oh, I'm nearly at the inside of the corner there. This one could be close on the exit here, guys. Get the car turned. Oh, it's 0.5 and decreasing. Will he get me into the braking zone? I think he will. I'm going defensive, guys. Oh, it's going to be tight in the braking zone. I've got to give him space, and he's done me around the outside. I've got to say, huge respect to him. That was a fantastic move. And what can we do now? Can we get him on the return the favour on the next straight? If we can keep on his door, exiting turn 1. He's got a bit of swaz, we got a bit of swaz. 0.3. This could be risky into this corner ahead. Maybe I'm going to save it for the return straight. See if I can stay behind him through the mountain. Oh, he's gone Tokyo Drift there. Let's do this one. Faked him into that braking zone. Okay, so we're gonna have, it's gonna be a repeat of the last lap in that, on that straight, I think. He's gonna be close to me on the exit of the mountain. This is intense stuff. Final lap, guys. And yeah, he's close. How close will he be on the exit of the mountain? That is the question. Will we both survive the mountain? That is also the question. Oh, sparks are flying already. Right, get the car stopped. Get the corner exit as best we can. That's a gap. We've got a huge gap now, guys. He's got a compromised corner exit, and I think we might have this one done. I've just got to nail the braking into these final couple of corners, and well, let's just get it done, guys. Just got to take this one safe. In fact, he's been passed by the Spanish driver, so he's had a massive problem there. He must have ran deep trying to get close to me exiting the mountain. We're in 4th position. That was a fantastic battle. Let me know what you think of that in the comments, in the chat, guys. We did it. That is 12 seconds down the leader. To be expected. We're in some serious battling. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the chat. I could see the chat scrolling through and glancing at it from time to time. Good to have your support in the racing. Wow. You know what, Bathurst, it's hard, but I think the difficulty of the track leads to very entertaining racing. Nice poop out of here. Fantastic prediction. So that's 4th to 7th. That is a good one. I think that we get that replay saved. I'll probably never ever watch the replay, but you know it is. We save everything. Oh, Jay, do you mean are you lining up for the next race? You know what? I'm going to give him a. That was a close one. Where's that as a close one? There it is. Oh, it's not even here anymore. Don't you say that? Oh, fantastic. Yeah, good to see. What's your qualifying time? Where do you think you'll be on the grid? Nice. Oh, let's get everyone in the chat in the lobby. That'd be fantastic. It's good to see guys out there. Hopefully we don't get disconnected. Let's get lined up just to make sure. Corvette again, very solid race car. Roddo, okay, we'll keep an eye out for you. What's your strategy? You're starting on mediums? .202, start on the mediums. Definitely the way forward. Well, if we get a few more disconnects, Poop Daddy, I think we could be losing that 10k. I'm not driving the car. It took me a long time to get into that. Yeah, the Supra. Yeah, I think that the Corvette wins on tyre. It'll be fast. I'm not sure what's going on, guys. It says my chat is disconnected, or we're reconnected now. Some internet gremlins maybe. Doesn't bode well for disconnection, or not. Yeah, I'm going to avoid driving the car because I know I'll get distracted with the way the car feels on brand new tyres and no fuel. Maybe downhill. I think riding a push bike downhill would be quite intense over the mountain. I'm sure you're faster than that. Oh, I'm itching to go and race. That's a problem. I want to drive the car, but I don't want to. Let's look at the ranking board. So yeah, Supra is dominating qualifying, certainly in the top 10. Josetti with the fastest time. Del Boy, he's got a good lap. That is a really good lap time actually, 1:59.6. Uphill. I should be here-ish, I think. I just dislike qualifying here at Bathurst. There's some tracks that I really enjoy doing time trial. It's very satisfying. But here, where it's a long lap, I just don't like long laps typically. I like shorter lap times. You can always, I feel like you learn it faster. Yeah, there's some real quick lap times. A lot of people on my friends list. In fact, on my friends list on my main account, it's even more stacked. To get a top 10 on my friends list is always a good achievement. Yeah, I'm going to start on the mediums. It's interesting. I thought a lot of people would start on the mediums, but there have been a handful of drivers in each of the races that have started on the softs, and I don't think it's worked out for them. Right, who's going to be in the lobby? JS there on pole. Absolutely fantastic time. Momo's in the lobby. Always good to see. You know what? I've never had a problem with Momo's. I've raced with him quite a few times. I've raced side by side, door to door with him. Had some great battles, and not once have I ever had a problem. And everyone loves a good Momo's video, but he never performs for me. Who else is in the lobby? Can we recognise any names? Momo's is coming for you. Oh, Jay, that's unfortunate. It depends how many people are on, how they split up the lobbies. I'm praying he does, JS. I think that would be interesting. I need a bit of carnage ahead to give me a chance here. So I'm starting 10th. Our Irish friends in front of us again. That's going to be a race long battle again, I think. Yeah, he does retaliate. There comes a point where he can't take any more and he just retaliates. Oh, I'm not even going to go for the practice. There's no point practice by driving down the straight. That's all I ever seem to do. Oh, let's say hello to Momo's. Oh no, Jay, disconnection. I think there's a problem server side. Far too many people get disconnected, and it's such a high number of people that it can't be like client side. I guess you're going to start on the softs then, JS. Right, 10th, let's see what we can do. I think the pit lap 3 seems to work. Yeah, I guess if you're starting from pole on the softs, you shouldn't be able to get undercut. Assuming you have a clean... Oh, I've been promoted to 9th, so I must have disconnected. But that's going to put me before the final corner. Oh God, what a start. I've done the best I can do with that start. Bit wide there, but we've got it under control. And we might just sneak into the slipstream of the French driver ahead. Oh, it's the Irish driver has disappeared. That's a shame. I wondered why. Yeah, it must have been the Irish driver. and they are battling ahead already. Let's see what we can do through the mountain on lap 1. Safety is critical for the first lap at least. They're going to capitalise on this one. Just sneak through there. Whew, that was close. That gap was disappearing, but we've been compromised a little bit. No, get in. Okay, we now start to regroup and flow down the mountain now. Remembering on the medium tyres, things are all going to be a bit less grippy. Much less grippy, in fact. Getting the car stopped down here is difficult, but we're racing forwards. This is good. Broke the slipstream from the car behind. Maybe we can sneak into slipstream range of the car ahead. It's going to be slightly irrelevant because we'll be too near the end of the straight. But we're up to 8th position on the first lap, battling ahead. Looks like JS is still out in the lead, and someone's had a massive moment. Momo's has had a massive moment. This could be the turning point of the race. Luckily, Momo's is not behind me, but we are getting closed in, so we need to be cautious here now. Up to 7th. Where did Momo's rejoin? Did anyone catch that? Oh, not broke the slipstream from the French driver behind, but he's not going to be in striking distance. Over the mountain now for the second time. Bit of swaz on the corner right there, but we've got it under control. That was nice through there. We're gapping the French driver behind. I'm trying to get the car stopped. That was quite quick over the top of the mountain there. That was really nice, actually. We are closing in nicely. And get the car stopped on these medium tyres through here is difficult. But we might be closing in on Fly Garrick. British driver ahead, and we've gapped the French driver. This is looking good for us right now. 7th position. Looks like JS is still in the lead. 8 seconds down the road from us. Bit of slide there, but we've got it under control. Anyone to the pits this lap and no takers. This looks like it's going to be lap 3 pitting for the majority of the drivers. Now, do we extend to make sure we've got fresh tyres for the end of the race? I might do the opposite of what driver ahead's doing. What do we think, chat? Oscar, welcome. Good to see you in the chat. I think I'm going to pit this lap, chat. Lap chat. Oh, he's getting loose on his tyres. We could get held up in the mountain here with the way things are looking. He's going to be thinking about me rather than racing forwards. You can see it is tightening up. Oh, sparks are flying. Oh, we've got sparks ourselves. People touching the grass ahead. Lap number 3. I think this will be the pit lap. I think I've got pace on this driver ahead, you know. much closer than I have been before, and in the slipstream. We've got a faster car on top speed, but well, I think we're too far away for a move here, guys. But this will be the pit lap. Will he pit as well? That's the question. And also, what happened to Momo's? That could play a factor. If we come out the pits and we are around very angry Momo's, that could be a problem. He's going to pit as well. It's getting a bit close. Successfully into the pits. Soft tyres to finish the race. No need to refuel. If you are enjoying these racing, this stream, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Bathurst is proving to be very entertaining to drive, hopefully entertaining to watch, and we finally arrive in the pit box. So what's going to happen with pit exit? Where's Momo's on the track? And we're right on the back door of the British driver. In fact, this is going to be a pass down the straight because we've got the Corvette power. Momo's is behind us, but 10 seconds down the road, that shouldn't be a problem. And let's get this move done. Cold tyres, remember, for at least a few corners, but we should be over the mountain. That's not going to be a problem to be under threat. So in 15th position now. We just need to consolidate this, look after our tyres. And try and break the slipstream on the exit of the mountain. Or I think in chat, where are we going to come out once the pit stops have happened? Car feels really good on soft tyres, I've got to say. When you put them on, you just feel like you've unlocked free speed. We've broken the slipstream of the British driver behind. Racing forwards now. Who's going to pit and where will they come out after the pit stop? So second place to the pits. JS still out in the lead, 27 seconds down the road. I think he's going to have that one covered for any pit stops. Any takers for the pits? No, it looks like the Spanish driver is not going to pit. Other drivers are in the pit, so we need to make sure we are solid with our apexes. Get this lap finished off. Jump a few cars, hopefully. Okay, so drivers ahead now. We didn't clear them in the pits. I'm not sure. Oh, so we go purple. These soft tyres working very well. I guess with the lighter fuel load and brand new tyres, that gives us car advantage. It's interesting, we've closed a lot on that Portuguese driver. Are they on the medium tyres after the pit stop? I didn't catch that. Let me know in the chat if you can, if you saw what tyres they were on after their pit stop. I think we're gaining on them. Down through the mountain now. Cruising through, just left, right, nicely done. Through that corner there, absolutely perfect cut there. Really finding the flow through the mountain for race conditions at least. Absolutely not for time trial. And 2 seconds to the Portuguese driver. Let's keep an eye on that gap. 26 to the leader now, who pits. So JS into the pits. We closed a second in that lap, but I don't think we're going to be anywhere near him. We're a bit deep there. Have to over scrub the speed there, but got it done. 2.1. A lot of cars in the pits now, so we should start to see the true order of the race start to take shape. Oh gosh, where are we going to be? The positions are jumping all over. To do my personal best lap just then. Oh, a bit wide there. So we're going to come out what looks like in 6th position, 8 seconds behind the leader again, so that's maintained our position. But do we have drivers ahead on medium tyres? Oh, into the wall there for the Portuguese driver. Threading through the mountain now, just easing off the throttle for a lot of the corners just to get the car turned, keep the car safe. And that Portuguese driver, although he's looking like he's closer, he's actually pulling away a little bit. Get the car stopped, turned, and exit for this long straight. It's a good exit. It's looking like a 6th position. I don't think there's any more pit stops to happen, and I don't think I've got the pace to catch the Portuguese driver in 5th, although there are drivers ahead. There are drivers ahead. If they start to battle, they're going to come into striking distance. And we're a little bit wide on corner exit, but we gather it up. Looks like positions changing at the head of the field. JS must be in a bit of a battle. I've gone down to 1 red bar of connection. I don't know. Chat, let me know. Are we still streaming? I'm now jumped up to a full bar. A lot of things going on in this race. Heatseeker, welcome to the broadcast. It looks like off of Super GT, legend of GT Sport YouTube, to play GT Sport. So we're wide. That's a big dangerous move, that is. I think that's an alarm bell, wake up call to just say, bring this one home. Don't try and catch the drivers ahead. You have the tyre disadvantage because of the early pit stop, and actually under threat from the driver behind potentially. Okay, so yeah, the wake up call has been received and understood. The goal is to bring this one home in 6th position. I think I've got maybe connection problems. Look at that red bar that keeps fluctuating. I don't know if that's my side or GT Sport side. I've actually got quite a few more laps left than I thought, and the tyres are marginally going off. Need to just do laps, just run qualifying laps. Well, actually not, because my qualifying was shocking, so let's just run safe race laps. Get in that rhythm. Cone on the track. Let's avoid that one. Yeah, we're dropping connection all the time. Look at that red bar. Let me know in the chat if this is streaming okay, or is it GT Sport side that is the problem. Okay, nice corner exit here. Just control that swaz. We're a little bit in no man's land. We are being gapped ahead, and pulling away from the driver behind. So this one's for us to bring home, this one. If you are enjoying this video so far, or this live stream, hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe as well. All the subscriptions are appreciated. And that notification bell, make sure that's rung so that you know when we upload or when we go live in the future. And we're going to hit the inside of the corner there. But we've got a gap. Well, it looks like JS is now in second, so it looks like R4M MB30 is to the lead, 11 seconds clear of us. A bit deep on the brakes, but we've survived that one. We're on the penultimate lap now, guys. About to start the last lap. Hey Graham, welcome along. Are we seeing some issues on the stream then? Because my connection's very inconsistent. I don't know why. Yellow bar, orange bar now, red bar, red green bar. I'm not sure if that's GT Sport or if it's my internet. But we're on the final lap of the race now. We've got to just bring this one home. Safe trip over the mountain. Oh, that's a bit wide there. We need to really concentrate on this one. Interestingly, the Twitch driver ahead has just appeared. Now, did he start on the soft tyres and now on the mediums coming back to us? Is that going to be a potential for a position? The fire is kicked off again now, guys. There is a target ahead, 3 seconds down the road. 3.1, so we're not closing, but we're here to capitalise on errors if the mountain does decide to claim another victim, and a penalty in fact. Will that be a penalty served down this back straight? That can cost so much time, and it is. It's a 1 second penalty down this back straight. I'm getting so excited. I've driven off the track, foot flat to the floor now. Let's see what we can do into this final few corners. Could it be ascend into the final corner of the race? Let's try and I don't think I've got the tyres for this. Oh, we've almost lost the car ourselves. That's not going to happen. Interesting finale, but it's not going to be anything we can do about that one. Tactically, I think we did the right thing. I think we started in 10th. Yeah, I wonder what did happen to Momo's. We can do that in between, because that will be quite interesting. I don't know if anything happened after the Momo's incident. As far as we could see ahead, he came together with another car, and he fought back actually, so it's 10 seconds behind us. So it wasn't a completely random race for Momo's, but we will go and look at that replay now. Hopefully the stream has stabilised now. Try and get over all that. Right, let's not hang around for the after race chat. Let's save that replay, go and check it out. You know what, guys, we're going to get given a car that nobody wants. All it does is waste 30 seconds of my life. Place your bets. Would be lovely to have that in real life, but in GT Sport, absolutely useless. Oh man, did you get shoved into a wall? No, not livery Everton. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on you, JS, at the head of the field, and yeah, I just saw it change we're going to go and check out what happened to Momo's, because as we were arriving into the chicane towards the end of the lap, Momo's exited stage right, and I'm interested to see what happened. Now I need to keep an eye on the time. I don't want to miss the next race. I think the next race will be my final race of this stream. Thank you everyone for joining. It's been great to have you on board. Hope racing has been entertaining, and we'll hopefully see what happened to Momo's. Oh, so Kevin, 2.5 seconds, that's very harsh. Right, let's find Momo's. He is, there he is. So it looks like Twitch driver versus Momo's into the kink. How is this one going to play out? Momo's going to go for the switchback. Twitch driver's going to block him on the... Oh man, I feel sorry for Momo's in that one. Oh, let's just take that one back. Momo's... Yeah, let's look on board from what Momo's having to deal with. So the Twitch driver gets him on the slipstream, passes him. Momo's goes to cut back to the outside in the braking zone. At this point here is where I would do exactly what Momo's has done. I would go back to the racing line, look for my braking point and get on the brakes. I think what puts Momo's off is the Twitch driver there. I would have thought the Twitch driver would have continued to brake in that line, but then he comes across on the brakes and gets on the brakes in front of Momo's. Momo's gets onto the grass, starts losing control, and he does well to avoid a crash, to be honest. Let me know what you think of that, chat. I think that's the nice side of Momo's. Momo's gets a bad rep, I've got to say, but in my opinion, Momo's didn't do anything wrong, and in fact took avoiding action to gets a 1.5 second penalty. Right, let's see if this causes any Momo's. Yeah, I completely agree, Graham. 2 second penalty now for Momo's. Isn't it a freight train of cars into turn 1? Momo's, this is the good Momo's. A bit of lag. I don't know if the lag is my side, it probably is. Right, let's go and line up for the next race. But oh gosh, what I'm doing. Yeah, let me know what you think of that, chat. I personally think Momo's did a fantastic job of trying to avoid an impact after being chopped off in the braking zone. Right, let's get ready. This will be the last race of the stream, guys. We've had good races so far. Unfortunately, we are due a bad one. So let's try and not let that happen. Yeah, I completely agree, Heatseeker. He positioned his car to be there pretty much at the start of the braking zone. He shouldn't be coming across on another driver in the braking zone. Perhaps I could make that into a video. Let's try and go viral with that one. Keep it below 1 minute, keep it punchy, title it with Momo's "You'll Never Believe What Happened." You know how it goes. Nice little clickbaity thumbnail as well. Try and get the 1 million views on that video. But you see what I mean, guys. Again, I've said Momo's never performs for me. We've just had another incident there where Momo's could have gone completely off the handle after receiving a penalty for I don't know what, after being cut off in the braking zone, and yet he didn't ram anyone off. There was no Momo's experience in that race. this is annoying. I missed the entry point to be able to get to the pre-lobby. This stream's, it's almost a little bit like the encore to my trilogy, isn't it? Yeah, something like that, Heatseeker. That's some kind of catchy title. But really, people only want to see him ramming. They don't care about him driving good. Right, let's see who we got in this race. Let's see where we are on the grid. Interesting, up to 9th. We have SEK Mohammed, we know him. Who else? Momo's again in 6th. He's in striking distance actually. We could get up there. Roddo J, welcome to this race. Good to have you in here. Fantastic to get people from the stream chat in the racing. Are you going to go for a lap one undercut strategy? Check out the qualifying time for the guy in pole. 1:58.4. 0.5 for the second place guy. He's chosen to go in an Alpha 4C. Now, let me know what you think of that, chat, because there's no way on earth that car should work around here. That's unbelievable. Let's see what I've got in the chat then, guys. Strat is just to finish. Yeah, that's a great strategy. 2 goals for the race. Don't crash on the mountain. Don't miss the pit entry. I think that is a good strategy to go with. That's the strategy I'm going to go with. It looks like I've been promoted to 9th place, I think. But yeah, Force Alpha 4C on pole. Yeah, this is a stacked lobby. Just the top 3, their lap times for qualifying are unbelievable. How will it play out in the race though? There'll be a 4C at the head of the train with no top speed. Right, predictions for the race then, guys. Starting 8th, where can I finish? That's a great colour scheme on that Alpha 4C. 4th, that is very optimistic, Heatseeker. I've not got pace for 4th. It would take a couple of disconnects and a turn 1 massacre for 4th position to be possible. I even think 6th is... yeah, let's see what happens, guys. I am in a shocking starting position because I will be starting on the corner. Let's try not to loop it out before we start. Got that under control, that's ideal. Catch that one, but we just hang on to the coattails of the driver ahead and we've broke the slipstream of the driver behind. This is a good start. Already he's thinking about a move. Interesting, this could kick off in the mountain with Momo's involved as well, and Momo's has been done by 2 drivers, and oh, here we go, guys. Could this be the viral video we're hoping for? I'm going to give him some respect into the mountain. That Supra will be fast through the mountain. It is agile, but Momo's have just lost his pace. I don't know what's going on here. We're under threat from the driver behind because we're being bunched up behind. Oh, steer. Oh, just against the wall. Oh, we've made a big mistake there. Stay in the track. We're going to get done to the outside maybe. No, not this time. Momo's down the mountain pretty good. Jumping that little dipper there. Big dipper. Little big dipper. Right, we need to be on the tail of Momo's on the exit of this corner to stay in with a fighting chance. We're not in the slipstream. That is... Oh, we are now. Got a good exit. And we are breaking the slipstream from the driver behind. This is going okay. I think we're going to pit lap 3 again. That strategy is working out for us. Is Momo's going to get on the brakes safely into his favourite corner? This is a battle now, guys. Momo was just very early on the brakes there, trying to maybe get... focusing on a corner exit maybe. That Supra doesn't have the straight line speed. Can we get Momo's on this front straight? It's got the slipstream from cars ahead. Someone's in our slipstream. Oh, what's the strategy, guys? What should we do here? We've not got a lot of choice really. We have to back off this one. We have to follow him through the mountain. Again, lap number 2. Hopefully he'll have a more successful run through the mountain than the last attempt. If anything, it's us that has the problem right now. Contact with the wall. I have to back off. We're going to make contact now. Things are tight over the mountain, guys. I think that's what makes this race so entertaining. Oh, we've got a bit of a kick on the crest there. We're wide. There's a lot kicking off behind. Massive, massive impact. 2 drivers behind me. We've become a bit of a rolling roadblock, it's got to be said. Get that car stopped and turned. We've lost the slipstream of Momo's ahead, and Lou is on us. It's kicking off ahead now, guys. Should I go for a super undercut now? Just try something risky for the last race of the session. Got to drive to the inside, and you know what, guys? I'm going for it. Let's get that car stopped, safe. Let's make it through the pit so we get a race out of this one. Risky strategy, ahoy. We're going to be suffering on the final lap, or laps of this race. Could we bump into Rodo J after this pit stop? That would be interesting. But the top 3 look like they are as they were in qualifying. Soft tyres going on the car, and these laps are critical. We need to be fast but smooth. We need to preserve tyres but get the most out of them at the same time. This is going to be a tricky drive to finish this stream. I might suffer heat seeker, I know that, but I want to do it. In fact, I might even just push these tyres hard on the outlap just to jump as many cars as we can and make things interesting. Interesting, 3 seconds to the driver ahead now. That might be a factor. There'll be at least a lap or 2 before they pit. Already the car feels way better on these soft tyres. so much better threading it through that mountain. Oh, hitting the wall there, that was not ideal, but I think we got away with that one. 28 to the leaders. Let's keep an eye on that gap. .201.1 is the fastest lap of the race. I don't think we get anywhere near that. Within 2 seconds now of the driver ahead. He's pitted, that's actually ideal for us. Interesting. It's an early pit stop for Twitch guy, but we didn't get the undercut on him, but we are going to be racing with him now till the end of the race. There's Lou ahead as well, that's interesting. That can't have been a pit stop. That must have been an error. Right, we've raced this guy before. We do have pace on him, race pace at least anyway. So we do have tyres that are 1 lap older than his. Let's get it threaded through the mountain as best we can. We'll just inch perfect on the exit of the corner there. Slightly missing the apex, but whoa. Kept hold of it. Is that going to be a track limits barrier penalty? Bit of a car park ahead. Need to get the slipstream of somebody, and that's not going to happen. It looks like Lou must have made a mistake, because yeah, he was behind us going into the pits. Pit stops for the leaders now, and I think Lou would be on the medium tyres still, and probably will pit this lap if my calculations are correct. There, off he goes. So the Twitch driver has got traffic. Other drivers in the pits now. This is where this race comes alive. They're going to block each other. I need to get some free speed and get this guy cleared down this straight. But he's pulling away. This is not good. I need to clear this guy before the mountain, but that's not going to happen. Is he going to send it on the Twitch driver? It looks like he's thinking about it. Am I going to send it? I might need to send this one, guys. Twitch driver's gone wide. I need to get past this guy. He's on a different strategy. He's not even in our race. He's offset. Is there room on the mountain to get past? We're going to find out very soon. This could be an opportunity here. We've made that move happen. That was, I think, fortunate. We've got a good flow down the mountain now. A lot of cars ahead. We are battling through on this one, and I do know I am taking life out of these tyres, but oh, we've just touched the barrier on the exit. That's not ideal. Again, he might pit. Thanks, Heatsig. It was good. I wanted to do that, but I didn't think the gap would appear, and it just happened. Right, early on the brakes now, and these two drivers ahead of me surely will pit. Oh, I don't know what to do here. Only one will pit. Okay, right, I need to clear him on the straight, but I think he's got the slip from the driver ahead. Need to get a good exit. Not a good exit. That Aston Martin is brilliant in a straight line. Oh, we've got another driver we're going to be stuck behind. Let me know in the comments in the chat, guys. Where did this guy start? Is he... Are we racing him, or is he a pit stop behind? I've lost track of the names that we're racing with. We're up to 7th now. I think we're probably a pit stop ahead of him. And we're going to go for another mountain pass. He's hit the wall. The gap has opened. Not really. We're pushing him to make mistakes there. I actually completely forgot to change up. I was revving it out in 4th gear. It's too focused on what's ahead. It requires a lot of concentration, this does, guys. I've got to now focus to try and get him on the back straight. Momo's behind us now. Interesting, I didn't see that one happen. Maybe with pit stops, but we've got a great exit now. Surely we can get this move done into the... I saw an indication, but I think he's letting us by. Hopefully he will not challenge us into the braking zone. Thanks, boss. Give him a little go on the hazards. Now we are released to go catch this Twitch guy. Is he going to pit? He's not going to pit. Oh, you know what? I can feel the tyres already. Oh, he's wide. 1.3 to the Twitch guy. What we got, chat? Can we catch that guy in 5th position? 6th position for us. Any more pit stops to happen? I don't think there are. You're thinking the 4th place is on then, Heatseeker. The trouble is now we've got to do everything on track. We can't rely on pit stop undercut, and what we do on track is on tyres that have done a lot of work. That was nice, absolutely inch perfect. That's good as well. Oh, look at that. He's coming back to me. He's wide there. I'm wide there. Oh, saved that one. Saved by the wall, in fact. Oh, gosh. Now we're under pressure from the driver we've just passed. I can't get the car stopped. Oh, I think we're in the danger zone now. Momo's is going to play a factor in this race. I've got to say, guys, there could be a Momo's experience. I'm going to defend this one. He let me go, but... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got dropped a second for that. Oh, I've run him a bit deep, but... Okay, the gloves are off now. This is... Oh, the Momo's experience is approaching. Now I'm at a disadvantage with tyres, but I've got speed advantage. Momo's is on my back door. Everything I said before Momo's, is it true, or are we going to get a punt? And we've got a great drive off that corner. 2 laps to go. I think 6th is the best we can get, but it could easily be an 8th or worse. Now through the mountain, that Supra that Momo's is in, it's good. But he didn't show much pace in the early race. Now maybe he's favouring the soft tyre. This is going to be a pressure race now, guys. Oh, not ideal lines from me. Momo's right on the back door now. Got to avoid that. I've crashed there twice in this one race. Half crashed. I can't get the car stopped. Right, there's no way I'm breaking slipstream in these next few corners, so I just need to focus on my corner exit and put my car in a defensive position. Momo's he's going to pass, and I'm going to make him pass to the outside of the chicane entry. And what's going to happen here, guys? Let me know in the chat. What are your predictions? Oh, he's gone late on the brakes. I've been nudged from behind. Oh no. Oh, we've been nudged from behind. Am I going to get track reset? No, we're going to get away with that one. Oh, that was unfortunate. Not max power. We're going to see him for the first time this race, and we've got dirt on our tyres as well. And well, that's not the way I wanted this to end. It was a great battle with Momo's, though, I've got to say. Once again, Momo's providing entertainment in the way that he doesn't do for other people. Okay, we've got to defend this position now. 9th is the goal. We're on the final lap. Tyres are destroyed. Let's just get that done on the brakes. Keep that inside line. And we need to build a gap across the mountain on this German driver behind. A lot of swaz on corner exit there, but we've got it under control. Not max power, just brushing the barrier. Oh yeah, these tyres are really suffering, but the strategy I think would have worked. Not max power's wide. Is that going to be a problem? I think he's going to gather that one up okay. The problem for me this race is 2 errors at the top of the mountain, and that little nudge from behind the braking zone really cost us everything. I'm not sure who it was actually. We might be under pressure. It's a Mercedes behind us, good in a straight line. I'm going to go defensive into the braking zone. Oh, we've been nudged. That's got to be too wide. Oh, we are across the grass. Avoid the barrier. Oh, we're dead. Absolutely dead. Oh man, what a way to finish. Are we going to be able to hold on to 11th? I can't get the car stopped. Oh god, it's kicking off. We've managed to hold on to 11th place across the line. What a race. Oh, not a great result, but I've got to say it was a fun race. Before we finish up the stream, I'm going to re-watch that replay because there was a lot of fun moments in that race. Join in the chat, let me know what you think of some of these moments. And Momo's finished in 6th position. We could have been 6th. So T-Bomber must have not pitted, or pitted very early. Sorry, he must have pitted very early, done a big... Where did you finish, Jay? I didn't see the result. Let's see, go through the menus now. Nice, up to 14th. Solid result there, Jay. Lou must have had a massive issue. He's apologised, T-Bam, and it's no problem, boss. It's anyone that apologises, I've got no problems with at all. We're all racing hard, we're all trying to be fair, and it's all good with me. Well, you know what, I'd say it was fun. It was fun. It was fun, had fun. You know what, I respect people like that. Oh my god, let's check. the the 4C finished in second position with a 2 minutes point 6 lap time in the race. Now hold on a minute, the leader, oh let's say the replay, there we go, the leader, best lap 2 minutes point 2, that's faster than my qualifying lap, faster than my qualifying lap. That is quite incredible, and it goes to show the pace of some of the these guys. There we go, Jay, let's play again sometime. Right, let's watch some of the key moments from that race, because I enjoyed that race. I've got to say, I enjoy some of the races where things don't go to plan more than some of the cleaner drives. Mount Panorama. I wouldn't have thought a week ago I'd be doing so many races at Mount Panorama, but thank you to you guys, the community, encouraging me to bite the bullet, learn the track, and I still hate time trial here, but the races are fantastic. Right, so T Bamber did start ahead of us. We must not have cleared him on... Yes, we started one place ahead of us. It's interesting. Yeah, so how did this one play out then? So T Bamber must have... Mount Drama for sure, Heat Seeker. That is absolutely fantastic word for it. So we started 8th, finished 11th with a potential for 6th. It was a good result. Let's fast forward the straight. Let's figure out what happened. So T Bamber got ahead of Momo's. Yeah, Momo's was slow over the mountain. The first lap for sure put us back into the clutches of Lou. And then he managed to gap us on the second part of the mountain. So T Bamber there is running reasonably high, so maybe he did pit one lap afterwards and we didn't quite clear. Awesome. It's good to see people from chat joining into the races. Always appreciate that. So let's see what happens. So this is where we pit. So we were the only one pitting this early, and what actually happened is, let's try and find the guys that are on track still. So T Bamber doesn't pit then either. So we're still way down here. We are chasing. So basically, pitting on lap 3 is still quite early for a switch to soft tyres. And now it's the point where T Bamber, where is he? Can't see him. There we go. So he pitted on lap 4. Exited the pits just behind you, Jay, actually. And yeah, so we did close in massively on him, and he was on medium tyres, so that was the difference there. He started on the softs and switched to the mediums on lap 5. That's why we were closing him in. Closing him in like we thought he was a back marker. So, the manoeuvre over the mountain, I almost forgot about this one. We're going to see this one in the glorious TV camera replay, making the most of an error from the Aston Martin driver. And is the gap just going to open on the next corner? It is. I'm going to sneak down the inside and make that move happen. That was unplanned, but it worked so well. Right, let's move forward now to see some end game racing. So he let us go in on the straight. He signalled his intentions, and I think he then wanted to hold on to the back of our coattails to close the gap to the driver ahead. How did we get back into the clutches? That was it. Mistake over the top of the mountain, which wide here, wide from us, and we clatter the wall. We were lucky that wasn't a bigger mistake, to be honest. It's going to put us under pressure now, and we're going to defend from this one. Robust defence, I've got to say. I went very deep on the brakes. I think he backed out of going around the outside, and it was a good job really, because I'd have run him to the edge of the track. But that exposed him to Momos, who basically had a great race. And Momos is going to be... just couldn't get our slipstream down there. Following us across the mountain. So lap number 8, we're suffering on tyres. Look at our tyres versus Momo's tyres. Huge difference there. And then we've got nothing to defend with except bravery on the brakes. Side by side through the kink with Momo's. Again, Momo's has no problem with Momo's, even takes it tight to give me room. I was going for the 3 wide into the turn. That was unfortunate. I see what he was trying, but it just didn't quite work out. Yeah, he tried to just duck out at the last minute. Didn't quite work out. It would have been interesting to see how, if Momo's would have been able to make that move. He was quite a lot in front. Yeah, so Momo, I was a bit early on the brakes if anything. Momo's would have swept around the outside of me. But yeah, with that slight rear impact, you can see what he wanted to do. I think he was just late on the brakes and went for an unexpected 3 wide into the corner. Yeah, completely unintentional, you can see that. It did make the corner perfectly though. But no, it's no problem. If you apologise after the race, it's all good with me. And then we've got Max Power. He makes that move easily on us. What happened? Yeah, what happened? I don't know what happened to finish the race. Why did I finish in 11th? Oh, I remember now. I was trying to hang it on the outside, and I think a little bit of, yeah, ouch, F in the chat. And then we're going to finish it off in 11th, or almost lost it. Right, I think that is going to conclude the stream, guys. Thank you very much for watching along, helping me along the way. All the likes, comments, subscriptions, all that stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.